I'm Jordan Lukins, and I am an assistant teaching professor in elementary and special education. In general, I'd say my teaching and my research both really focus on preparing teachers, not just special education teachers, but all teachers to include and teach students with disabilities in their classrooms. The idea of disability etiquette is really just thinking about how we show respect to folks with disabilities, specific to the fact that they have a disability. I think one of the main things there is seeing the student as a student before seeing them as a student with a disability. So not referring to students by their label or their disability. And then that respect also carrying into things like, talking to kids in ways that are age appropriate. So not using baby talk with a kid who has a disability just because they have a disability, but communicating with them in a way that is age appropriate, the same way you would talk to their peers. So I have two favorite sayings when it comes to behavior. One is prevention is the best intervention, and the other is all behavior is communication. The more that we can set classrooms up for students to be successful and prevent those challenging behaviors from ever occurring, the easier everybody's life is going to be. So things like explicitly teaching rules and procedures so that students know exactly what's expected of them in the classroom, building relationships with students, and creating that classroom community. And then really being positive, that positive reinforcement, providing more praise than we provide corrections. And then my other is all behavior is communication. So when teachers approach behavior as a form of communication, they're really putting themselves in the position of being the interpreter of what is that behavior telling me. Kids don't display challenging behavior just because they want to. There's something underlying it. So when teachers view themselves as that interpreter, they take the time to look at that behavior, collect data on that behavior, figure out what's triggering it or what's the payoff in it, and then addressing it at that root rather than just on the surface level.